Okay, so fair warning before we start, there are spoilers in this. Although personally, as you're going to see soon, I don't really think we learned much from this. Having said that, we're going to jump into what I have seen, just in a different format. So this isn't what the actual footage shows, but we can at least see the direction that Rockstar is taking this in. But it's no surprise that we are going to be seeing Lucia in prison. That is already a screenshot that Rockstar has shown us on the website. Essentially, we're starting out with a view of the prison yard, and then we see her looking out at the prison yard, which is actually again what we've already seen in the trailer. So not a huge load of new scenery here. This is where things get interesting though, because this is where we have characters that we don't know about, and they're seeming happy or excited about going to this new place that specifically he has told him about, which then has them eventually walking past as she's just looking out of the window. The one thing I realized here is that she really doesn't talk very much. Instead, the situation talks more for her, because eventually she looks at her app and it looks like she was a driver for this ride-sharing company, and essentially the app shows that she's been banned from it, which isn't helpful because that's when the waitress comes over to check on what she wants. She puts in her order and then she starts looking outside. Now, I'm assuming that the ride-sharing app is basically Rockstar establishing that, yeah, Lucia is broke right now. As you can see, she wants money. That's why she's looking at take home $500 and so on. But then the waitress is back, and in this part she's actually suggesting that Lucia has been getting favors from this restaurant for a while and they want their money back. She says to her that she gets it 100%, and then from there it just goes to a sort of transition to where she's at the prison just looking out at it. And this is actually where it seems to transition into where we can play. Now here's the thing, this didn't really tell us a whole lot. We already knew that Lucia is basically broke at the start of the game. We know that Jason is too. We know that they're living at Brian Hader's house and that essentially they do favors for Brian and just do odd jobs to keep themselves going. So the idea that Lucia was broke and then is thinking about that in prison is not a new thing to me. Don't get me wrong, there is a reason why I am not showing what is happening, is because this is absolutely, at the end of the day, this isn't gameplay. This is showing what the story looks like, and that is meaningfully different to a lot of people, understandably so, to watching Jason shoot up a street in Vice City. Obviously, the problem is that now that the story is being shown, a lot of people simply are going to know more about what happened at the end. I'm guessing if Cyberleak does decide to share that, which at this point I really wouldn't be surprised. In terms of what this means for the game, commercially it's still going to bang. No one or very few people are going to not buy GTA or play it because they know the ending. It would suck, don't get me wrong, but commercially this should be fine. If anything, it's bringing attention, and that's actually what a former Rockstar dev said recently. Like, one of the former Rockstar devs called this a nothing burger, which I think is kind of insane because it's been pretty clear that Rockstar staff morale has gone down. Obviously, since the leaks, we've seen that Rockstar have, I think, put in like work from home restrictions to avoid these leaks, and now these have it is a train wreck right now.